It was something in there, and that's...
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Good evening. I'm Isabel Briggs, teen librarian and unlicensed paranormal investigator. Tonight, I'm at the Altadena Library, my place of work. But I'm not here to provide sparkling customer service and curbside pickup. No. Tonight, I'm here because I have questions. Questions that may not have answers in this earthly realm. That's right. Tonight, I'm here with my brave and talented coworkers, and we are here to make contact. Contact with the beyond. Before you begin any paranormal investigation, it is important to identify who or what you are attempting to contact. Mrs. Green was the wife of Colonel George Gilbert Green, a pharmaceuticals multimillionaire, who in 1881 built a mansion for his family on the land where the Mariposa branch now resides. In 1910, they sold the mansion, and eventually it passed into the hands of Los Angeles County and was demolished. In 1967, the Altadena Library was built on the land by local mid-century modern architect Boyd Georgi. The Green family mansion is long gone. But Mrs. Green? Maybe not. Altadena staff has been reporting unfamiliar encounters for years now, and there are whispers. Whispers of an old, ghostly woman roaming the stacks. Something still walks these very stacks. With our target identified, it's time to start hunting. So the first step before in any investigation is to identify some hot spots. Like, where do we want to go? We just don't want to sit down in the middle of the library and just start doing this willy-nilly.
No.
So Isabel, how are we going to do that?
Well, we have two devices ready for us. We have the dowsing rods here. These are copper rods. They are used for sort of identifying direction, answering yes/no questions. We'll use these to sort of guide us along through the library. Mm-hmm. Then we have the ghost meter. This is an EMF meter. It registers electromagnetic fields, and this is going to tell us if there's any abnormal electromagnetic fields. And that is usually an indicator of the presence of ghosts.
Now, once we've got the ghost, and once we've maybe narrowed down our search area, then we can establish contact.
How is it that the ghosts communicate?
There's a number of methods, and I think if we keep an open mind, if we are open and respectful, a respectful presence the entire time, things like the spirit box can provide a method for the ghost to speak.
Chloe, you call it a spirit box, but it looks like a tiny radio.
In a way it is, Aaron. When we turn this on, it'll scan through local radio station channels quickly enough that words might appear that ghosts can jump in and make full sentences sometimes.
We're going to see how it works.
It almost sounds like a radio version of the Ouija board.
Erin,
Yep.
You are so right.
The Ouija board really is going to take us back to basics. People have been using speaking boards like this for centuries. And so I think if we can't get a lot of action on the spirit box, I think we can just stick back to the basics and see what comes through.
And we're going to capture everything on our camera. All right.
What do we do?
We can't touch each other.
We can just be near each other.
We can just be near each other. Go.
So within the main library building where we are right now, we know of 2.5 areas where ghost energies have been sensed. First, the community room downstairs that is currently open to the public for limited browsing and computer use and holds pickup. The second area is the adult section stacks, is where we have had most reportings of an elder woman, possibly Mrs. Green. When we had a medium come to the library once, felt some energy pick up in the children's section. Mm-hmm. So we're going to check it all out and see with our equipment here if we sense any energy tonight and to see if we can establish contact.
And a great thing to do before you do any ghost hunting is always to just take a moment to ground yourself and
approach the situation respectfully.
Absolutely. That's a great way of putting it.
I think just anytime you're going to interact with the dead, whether you believe in it or not, it's just always safe to be respectful and to know that we come in a place of curiosity and of openness, and these were people too at some point, so we need to treat them with that respect.
We began our investigation using the EMF meter to try to locate hotspots throughout the library, particularly in the adult stacks, where Mrs. Green has been sighted before, and in the children's stacks, where staff and observers have encountered strange vibes.
So we're now in the community room, and we're gonna just try to plop somewhere and see if we can get some action on the box and just sort of see what comes up for us.
We haven't gotten a lot of readings in here prior, but
who knows? Maybe another form of technology will
so
help.
This is gonna scan through. It's gonna sound like a lot of nonsense, and I think what we need to do is just keep our ears open for stuff that sounds
coherent.
Alright, so this is just what it sounds like as it so it goes through radio channels like that, but then what it does is it can scroll through really quickly.
So let's scroll it through and ask a question. So
that's what it sounds like.
All right, let's be centered.
Okay.
Is anybody here with us in the room?
There is someone or something with us in the library or in this room. If you can make yourself known through this spirit box. I feel like I keep hearing like a duh, like a duh sound.
Hard to know.
It's hard to know. Let's try in another spot.
Okay.
We had a little blip when we first walked in. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh, okay.
It's not even really close to the light. That's pretty weird, actually.
Oh yeah, are we even going somewhere? This is the most activity we've gotten so far.
Oh, for sure.
Are there magnets in an elevator? Like, we're having big ticks this whole time.
Quite dramatic.
We don't know if it's because an elevator has magnets involved in it, but we had beeping and it went up to red.
It was in the red.
Oh boy, see, the second you step in here, it goes up all the way to 1. We're gonna go upstairs and see. Wish us luck.
It's not that.
It's not, because it's at 1.
It was something in there and now it's... Okay.
Oh boy, okay.
What the heck?
So we're going back in the elevator because there was the most energy in here. Why don't you take us down, Aaron?
Okay.
And while we have that going, earlier we saw in the
I picked
elevator,
it up from this side and I moved it to this side.
and in the movement it beeped.
Just one beep.
Just one beep, and it's not even close to the roof. There was nothing near there. We have the Ouija out in the elevator.
I like that. Okay.
What is your name?
Our Ouija session was able to establish contact with an unknown entity. However, their messages were unintelligible.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
We need more time to establish a strong communication with them. Ouija takes practice and patience. Patience we did not have this night.
That was perfect. Is your name Cass? How long have you been here? Did you ever live in the Green household? Literally like my
Ouija.
Ouija. Okay, let's get back on the board. Okay.
Are you from Altadena?
Did you used to live here in this area? Near here?
I would take that for a yes.
It's definitely in the neighborhood. The lunar neighborhood of yes.
Solar neighborhood.
Oh, that's the solar neighborhood. Yes, true.
Have you ever visited the library when you were alive? F-O-R-C-B-L. Formal? Formal? Or blah? For club? For club, for blah. For Belize? For Belize?
I'm not.
I'm barely touching it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've just got some tightness in the throat.
Do you like feel something here?
Oh my god, that was really good. It's just got a little tense.
Back to neutral. How long did you live in Altadena? What year were you alive here?
Do you have anything else you want to try to tell us? Tell us now.
Okay. Well, we thank you for your interaction, and we are gonna say goodnight for now, but we may come back some point in the future
Talk
and
to
have
you again.
more conversations.
Thank you.
Let's move to goodbye.
Thank you for sharing the elevator.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I felt some weird stuff during that.
I'm not moving it, Chloe.
No, I'm not either.
Our work is obviously just beginning. I think that was really cool. It was some of my first time using some of that stuff in a really meaningful way. And I'm ready to keep working on it. Let the ghost hunting continue.